What's up, fam? So I just wanted to do this quick pregnancy update. So I am currently 7.5 months, close to being 8 months. I'm on my what's gonna be, I believe, 34th week. I'm due to go to the doctor this week, and basically at the end of everything, I got that dreadful call that, like, I guess no pregnant mom ever really wants to go through. And pregnant ladies, y'all know damn well good and straight what the fuck I'm talking about. So she called me on Thursday to let me know that my iron transfusion is ready. And so, it's that dreadful call that, no parent wants to ever freaking get the news of. And basically, she said, "Oh, well, your iron transfusion is ready. You need to start now as of the following week." And I was just like, my first thought was, oh my God, my kids, it takes almost 3 hours to complete. And then my second thought was, shit, it's going to drain me of my energy, like, really, really bad. And here's the thing, I thought that I was only going to require it all the way up until my due date at the hospital. But they said that because of the severity of my issue, I'm gonna need to have it until June the 22nd, which I was just like, y'all know, I don't like helping doctors profit off of me for nothing. So to hear the news, number one, that I would require this until June 22nd, and then on top of that, even once I'm in active labor, which the doctor doesn't want to let me do it naturally, but I just feel like my daughter is, trying to send some subliminal messages to her dad and to I, just like she wants to come out already. But, I feel her pushing down. I feel her getting in weird positions, all this kinds of stuff. However, it could just be that she's a big girl. I don't know. But, to sum things up, it's a very difficult time for me because emotionally, for a person that suffers anxiety attacks, like, and when I get them, they're really, 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 really bad, like really bad. And just to hear that news was extremely mortifying. Like, I just truly don't think you guys even understand how mortifying it is. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Gallegos, you require a iron transfusion up until June 22nd. And the whole time I'm just thinking to myself, damn, what the fuck did I do? I don't know if it's like I'm necessarily like blaming myself or if it's just a situation in general. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. So, at the end of everything, I confirmed all my information. She told me that I need to start as soon as this upcoming week. I'm looking and I'm looking and looking through the Maps app, and I'm looking through various different things, and I cannot find a first transfusion in Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County at all. So I'm beginning to think that I may have to travel all the way to Arizona or one of those places where they do have it, which that in of itself doesn't really make sense. I'm a resident. I've been a resident of Las Vegas, Nevada for a long, long time. Why would I all of a sudden have to go all the way to Arizona just to save my life? Which actually, it kind of is cool in a way, because if I do go all the way to Arizona, my kids, that will be their first road trip. No, I'm sorry, second road trip. And not only will it be their second road trip, but I will literally be going through these trials, probably on my own. And so, you know, I'm pissed at my husband's current job, Carewell, because the bosses there have been doing their damn fucking best to make sure that my husband neglects me through the 9 months of pregnancy, which is a very federal law, which is really fucking stupid because you would swear that because they're bosses by now that they would know. Number one. Number two, they violated a federal law because of HIPAA. They obtained my kids and my private information, um, and I haven't gotten a confirmation of them destroying it. Not only that, but it's been gradually showing over time because whoever filed it tried to say that I was getting TANF and SSI for everybody in my family, which is pure bullshit. None of us have that crap. I'm not the kind of mom that wants to be dependent on the system. I'm an activist, so why the fuck would I want to be dependent on any kind of system? Period. I rather bust my ass, work hard for the shit that I get. Period. You know, there's Nevada WIC and SNAP, which is Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is what it stands for. Which to me, that one's fine. That I'm already really bending the rule, just applying for that one at all. I don't want to be dependent on, any local government agency, much less a federal one or anything like that. But the bottom line is that the place of employment, this Carewell, breached federal law. And then after the fact, like 3 weeks later, claims to have had a HIPAA training and all of their employees had to sign a waiver. But what the idiots don't realize is that they already broke the federal law, so technically they can still fucking get in a lot of trouble. The fact that my kids and I are still having problems to this very fucking day, I can still get them in a lot of fucking trouble for that. And it's like they have their heads so far up their asses that they don't fucking even know what they're doing. But the fact that 3 weeks later he finally decides to hold a training is not going to make a difference because the law was violated and it's going to be upheld at the court of law. And so basically, long story short, they've been giving my kids and me a lot of fucking problems. Like, now we're having to reproof everything. We're having to redo everything, literally. And all in the meanwhile, these people are refusing to show me proof that, they destroyed our information. They had all 4 of my kids, mine and my husband's. And then they had the audacity of trying to fucking put on my husband's information that he was homeless. First of all, this looks like a house to me, okay? This looks like a fucking house to me. A little bit. But nonetheless, it looks like a fucking house to me. Does it not? Alright, so anyways, long story short, they got our information the illegal way, okay? I had fucking investigators showing up multiple times to my house. And that in of itself fucking made me livid. Because the way they represented themselves, like as if they were intimidating or something like that. I'm like, I'm not intimidated by any governmental fuck, first of all. Let's make that sure as clear as day. I am not intimidated by anybody who works for local or federal fucking government. I just don't give a shit. Maybe it's the fact that I'm an activist. I've always been brought up to be tough. I've always been brought up to be strong and brave and a warrior. It's just who I am. But for this company to breach the fucking federal law and then 3 weeks later trying to hold a fucking bullshit ass training, it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Come on, grow a fucking pair already. And so, going back to my pregnancy, guys, everything I think for the most part has been well, except for the fact that I have dangerously low anemia. Which is why I don't know if you guys recall, but a couple months ago, I had like ghost pale skin. As you can see over here, it's still kind of slightly like that. But if you turn over here, you can see my healthy spots and whatever. I'm getting my color slowly and surely back. So I'm kind of hoping that if I continue these pills for the next 30 days with the iron, I'll just be okay, Maybe not 100%, maybe not all the way good or whatever. Just okay. And so, yeah, that basically is what it is. Like I said, I got the call this past Thursday that my transfusions are ready. So they can begin the iron transfusions. And I actually got to call my OBGYN to find out where this place is, because I don't think there's one in Las Vegas. Which means if there's not one in Las Vegas, I'm going to have to go on a road trip in order to basically save my life. Which is fine, but I wasn't counting on that kind of situation. I was just hoping to be able to get it done, be done. type of a thing. You know, it's bad enough that it's 3 hours long. And then on top of that, I got my babies. So, you know, and then my anxiety, man, like, what the fuck? It really, man, sometimes it just gets the damn best of me. And I swear on it. You know, I try to be controlling my anxiety, but sometimes, like, if someone says something stupid that will trigger me or gaslight me, I'll fucking go off on them, and I don't give a damn shit. Perhaps that's not the best feature to have, but that's just who I am, you know? Oh well, too bad, so sad type of a thing, you know what I mean? But, anyways, guys, the baby is doing overall really well. She has enough fluid around her. Um, you know, the last I saw, she was happy in there. And you know, I'm just trying to fight my anemia so the anemia doesn't win me over, and eventually I die. So you gotta always prepare for those eventualities, but you know, at the end of the day, I've been taking my iron pills. I've been taking my prenatals and things like that, which I've like been really reluctant to do in the first place because I get morning sickness. But it's all right. It's okay. Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm just like devastated by the fact that I gotta get this transfusion. I don't want it from a person who's infected or has gotten the vaccine. I don't want any of that. Um, and so that's kind of the first two questions that I am gonna ask. I don't need no COVID infected iron transfusion or anything like that. I just want to be okay. Um, and typically because I'm into Ayurvedic medicine, I am very healthy. Like it is seldom, really seldom when I'm sick. And number one, number two, I didn't know with severe anemia, your immune system goes down. So I've been trying to just do things kind of steadfastly and keep myself healthy, even though it's been quite a challenge, I'll tell you. You know, between loss of appetite, you know, between morning sickness, fighting myself every damn day because I'm to this point where I'm like, oh my God, dude, I cannot even believe I gotta experience something like this. Like, I'm in a state of disbelief. It's just what it is. But all is well with my soul, you know, so I mean, I'm good. If you all are good, I'm gonna keep on fighting that good fight because I got four babies and I got a fifth on the way, and I know that they're gonna need me with all the World War III stuff happening, all the scary stuff going on. They are going to need me there. So dying to me is just not an option. You know, so if I absolutely have no other choice but to travel, I'm gonna have to do that. And so I'm still on this quest to find where the place is here in Las Vegas. But if I gotta travel, I gotta travel, which is fine. It's just killing me literally. But you know, like I said, I got two toddlers. No, actually, yeah, I got two toddlers, my newborn on the way, and then my two big girls, which are 9 and 11. So, and man, thank God. Honestly, you guys, like I said in the beginning, my husband's job at Carewell has just been really making sure that he neglects me at home um, during the pregnancy, the 9 month period. And that's just how I feel, period. Like, his point of view is like, well, I gotta work, you know, I gotta provide for you guys. Yes, okay, under normal circumstances and having a normal job that the people don't abuse their titles, yeah, I can see that. Absolutely, I can see that. But this guy who's a boss he's trying to basically abuse his contract and my husband's because he'd be having my husband buy him lunch, he'd be having him driving him to the grocery store, and nowhere in his job title does it say drive me to the grocery store when needed. Nowhere does it specify come fix my car for me because I'm not man enough to do so. Nowhere on that contract does it say drive me to my appointments. It simply says if you are applying for Carewell, you are trying to be a representative. And that is it. The boss is abusing his power. And I'm about fucking seconds thin to just reporting them to OSHA. Because I'm really fucking tired of it. Like, I even told my husband that. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Under normal circumstances, and having an actual boss who knows what the fuck they're doing, yeah, I can absolutely see that. I can absolutely see the hard work. But he's abusing his title, and it's obvious. You know, everybody I've spoken to who's not related to me and other, you know, family members and such, they all see it too, which is even more absurd. But it is what it is. And I guess now it's just a matter of, you know, getting him out of there, you know, helping him and supporting him start this small business and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But, you know, going back to my pregnancy, overall, I think she's been doing okay. She's been kind of being weird, like getting into weird positions. But other than that, and causing me a lot of discomfort, obviously. But other than that, I'm all right. Like I'm doing okay. Like dietarily, at the beginning of this pregnancy, I could not eat. I would literally sit there watching my husband and my children eat in front of me, and it would not bother me at all. As long as I had me a drink or something, I was straight. But now it's kind of like I'm gradually starting to be able to eat. And one of the things that I think is the weirdest is that both with my son from 2019 and this new pandemic baby, I don't have cravings. With my older son and my older daughters, I had cravings like it was going out of style. And I don't have nothing now. I'm just like good old me. And then when I do get cravings, they're random at odd hours and things like that. So typically I can't give in to them, but it's fine. It's okay. But you know, right now I'm just in the process of getting that transfusion started, and I am not looking forward to it, dude. But it's just a life-saving tactic that you know, I suppose these doctors got to, you know, use so that we can be okay. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, and my doctors know I got four kids plus the one on the way, so that'll be five. And they're doing everything to help keep me alive. So I'm very grateful for them and for that. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go because I gotta get some errands done. And I just love you guys. Bye bye.